2020 జేఈఈ మెయిన్ ఫలితాలలో ఎన్ఎస్ఆర్ ఇంపల్స్ విద్యార్థుల ప్రభంజనం. ఆల్ ఇండియా అన్ని కేటగిరీస్లు 18, 35, 251, 253, 582, 606, 778, 780, 812, 821, 1031, 1039, 1303, 1575, 1654, 1753, 1754, 1978 ర్యాంకులే కాక మరెన్నో ఉత్తమ ఫలితాలు సాధించిన విద్యా సంస్థ ఎన్ఎస్ఆర్ ఇంపల్స్. ఈ ఫలితాలు సాధించడానికి కారణమైన లెక్చరర్లు మరియు తల్లిదండ్రులకు మా కృతజ్ఞతలు. ఎన్ఎస్ఆర్ ఇంపల్స్ ఎడ్యుకేషనల్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూషన్స్.
Next we can discuss about transverse stationary waves, and two types of waves we have: transverse stationary waves and longitudinal stationary waves. First we can discuss about transverse stationary wave. Before going to that, some terms related to this we have to discuss some terms. So terms: note, tone, fundamental frequency, next harmonics, next overtones, harmonics, overtones, octave, next unison, resonance. These are the terms we have to discuss about. First of all, note, tone, fundamental frequency, harmonics, overtones, octave, unison, resonance. First of all, what is meant by a note? Any musical instrument produces any sound produced by the musical instrument, that is called the note. Any sound produced by the musical instrument, that is called note. And tone, what is the tone? So the musical instrument produces certain sound, that sound is having different properties, that properties is called tone. Sa re ga ma pa, sa re ga ma pa da ni, saptaswaralu, like that. So any sound produced by the musical instrument is called note. That the sound produced by that note is having different properties. So so every note is having. So we can observe that. So that is called a tone, a different property. That different property is called a tone. So next, what is meant by the fundamental frequency? So that means how can you differentiate this means? For example, if you stretch the guitar string, if you stretch then we can observe the sound, any sound, that is called the note. How can you observe the tone? So if you stretch that guitar string, what we can observe? Either that means the particular sound. What is that particular sound? That is called the tone. Maybe. So we have 7, that is sa re ga ma pa da ni. So 7. In that, which one we can observe? That is called a tone. Next, fundamental frequency. Fundamental frequency means the least possible frequency produced by the instrument. The least. So less than that does not exist. For example, a tuning fork. You know about tuning fork? So the shape of the tuning fork is like this. So it consists of 2 prongs. The tuning fork consists of 2 prongs. So this is the tuning fork. Fundamental frequency means the minimum frequency, the least possible frequency produced by the musical instrument. Least possible frequency, less than this. Least possible frequency produced by musical instrument. least possible frequency produced by musical instrument is called, what is that? Fundamental frequency. Less than that does not exist. Less than that does not exist. So that is called the fundamental. That is the basic. That is the starting price, and just like the starting price. Less than that does not exist. That is called the fundamental frequency. Next, what is meant by the harmonic? Harmonic in the sense integral multiple of fundamental frequency. Harmonics is considered as integral multiple of fundamental frequencies. Integral multiple of fundamental frequency. So for example, if the fundamental frequency is 10 Hz, if we consider the 20 Hz, so 2 into 10. If we consider 30 Hz, 3 into 10, 4 into 10, like that. So 1 into 10, if the fundamental frequency is 10 Hz frequency, so this is also considered as 1 into 10, so that is 10. So this is called first harmonic. 1 into 10 is called first harmonic. 2 into 10 is called second harmonic. 3 into 10 is called third harmonic, like that. Integral multiple of fundamental frequency. The frequency that is fundamental, integral multiple of fundamental frequency, those are called harmonics. Harmonic exists. First harmonic, second harmonic, third harmonic, fourth harmonic, like that. Like that we get integral multiple only, not the fraction. It must be the integral multiple, whatever it is. So that is called harmonic. Next, overtone. Overtone means the frequency that is greater than fundamental frequency. So let us we will write clearly this one. See, first you know the tone and note. First, fundamental frequency. The frequency, the least possible frequency, produced by the by musical instrument, whatever it is, musical instrument or any object, whatever it is, that is called fundamental frequency, least possible. Next, harmonics, not harmony, harmonics, harmonic in the sense the frequencies that is integral multiple of fundamental frequency. Integral multiple of fundamental frequency. The frequency that is integral multiple of frequency, fundamental frequency. If the fundamental frequency is equals to, let us say, 20 Hz. So here the 20 Hz can be written as 1 into 20. So this is called first harmonic. The fundamental frequency also considered as first harmonic, because 20 can be written as 1 into 20. So that's why it is called first harmonic. That is called first harmonic. Next, for example, if we observe the frequency 40 Hz, this can be written as 2 into 20. That is called second harmonic. If the fundamental frequency is 20, the 20 can be written as 1 into 20. That is called first harmonic. If we can observe the 40 Hz, 40 can be written as 2 into 20. That is second harmonic. Let us say 60 Hz. So that is 3 into 20. That is called third harmonic, like this. 20, 40, 60, 80 like that. So, integral multiple of fundamental frequency, not the fraction. We must consider, don't confuse here. Only the fundamental frequency, only the integral multiple 1, 2, 3, 4 like that, integers, not fraction. Next, overtone. What is meant by the overtone? If the frequency that is double that of fundamental frequency, the frequency that is double that of fundamental frequency, that is double that of fundamental frequency, that is called overtone. So, for example, if f dash is equals to 2f, that means 2 power 1, frequency is double that of fundamental frequency, that is double that of 4 times like that. Let us discuss. So, f dash is equals to 2 power 1 into f, that is 1 octave of fundamental frequency. 1 octave of fundamental frequency. So, this can be written as 2 power 1 into f. Next, for example, if f double dash is equals to 4f, so that can be written as 2 square f into, so that is second octave of fundamental frequency, or 2 octave of, not second, 2 octave of fundamental frequency. So, if you observe the frequency 4 times the fundamental frequency, then 4 can be written as 2 square. So, 2 power 1, it is 2 square, that is 2, this frequency is considered as 2 octave of fundamental frequency, 2 octave of fundamental frequency. Next, let us say f double dash this, let us say I am considering 8f, so that is 2 power 3 into f, this is 3 octave of fundamental frequency, 3 octave of fundamental frequency, like 4 octave, 5 octave of fundamental frequency. So, that means minimum situation is, how can you define octave? Octave in the sense the frequency that is double that of fundamental frequency. If it is double, that is 1 octave. If it is 4 times, 2 octave. If it is 8 times, that is 3 octave. Minimum it is double. More than that, like this. First octave, 1 octave, 2 octave, 3 octave, 4 octave. Octave in the sense, sorry, we are discussing, extremely sorry, we are discussing overtone, not harmonics, extremely sorry. So, brain is not working, yeah, shit, sorry. So, if heading maris అయిపోయింది మళ్ళీ అవుతుంది. So, overtone means simply the frequency that is greater than fundamental frequency. The frequency that is greater than fundamental frequency. So, that is called overtone. The frequency that is greater than fundamental frequency, So, for example, if the fundamental frequency is 10 hertz, 10.1 also overtone, 10.1 hertz is the overtone of the fundamental frequency. If the 10.2, 10.3, whatever it is, if the frequency that is greater than fundamental frequency, that is called overtone. So, let is, for example, this is first harmonic, 20 hertz is the first harmonic, it is not the overtone. So, let us say next possibility is, of course, we are measuring the frequencies, let us say the fundamental frequency is considered as 20 hertz, that is the first possibility, that is called fundamental frequency, and it is also the first harmonic. Next measurable possibility is 40 hertz. Next we can measure only 40 hertz. In between 20 and 40 no frequency exists. There is no frequency exists to measure. Let us say, just for our convenience, This is 20. Next possibility is 40. What is 40? Second harmonic. 40 is the second harmonic. But in terms of overtone, how can you define overtone? Overtone is the more than fundamental frequency. So here it is 20. It is not the overtone. Next possibility 40. 40 is the overtone. First overtone of the first overtone. 40 is considered as first overtone. What is the next possible frequency we measured? 60. So that is third harmonic. So that are second overtone. Here the fundamental frequency F1 is 20. Let us say F2 is 40 and F3 is 60 and F4 is 80. So these are the possible measuring frequencies. These are the possible measuring frequencies. F1 is fundamental frequency. But how can you define overtone? The frequency that is greater than fundamental. Must be greater than fundamental. But it is 20. It is not the overtone. What is the next possibility here? 40. So this is called first overtone because it is more than fundamental frequency. More than fundamental, that is called first overtone. Next, next possibility is second overtone. So next possibility is third overtone, like that. So these are the terms related to harmonics and overtones and fundamental frequency. Now come to the point octave. So next, what is the octave? Already we discussed this. What is meant by the octave? Octave means the frequency double than that of fundamental frequency. Double than that of fundamental frequency. That is called octave. Frequency double than that of the fundamental frequency. So let us say f dash is equals to 2f. Already we discussed. Let us say 2 power 1. So this is called 1 octave. So if double dash is equals to 4f, so it is 2 square f. This is 2 octave. Like this. If f triple dash is equals to 8f, that is 2 cube f. So this is 3 octave, like that, 4 octave, 5 octave, like that. Octave in the sense the frequency that is double than that of fundamental frequency, that is the situation. Next, unison. Unison means if the two bodies are vibrating with same frequency, then we can say that those two bodies are said to be in unison. So if the two bodies vibrating with same frequency, or the frequency of the two bodies must be same, then we can say that those two bodies must be in unison. That is the situation. Next, last one is resonance. What is meant by the resonance? Resonance, simple. If one body vibrating with its natural frequency, one body is vibrating with certain frequency. If another body is placed nearer to this one, with the influence of this one, if this body also vibrating with its natural frequency, then we can say that this phenomenon is resonance. I think you didn't understand this. One body is vibrating with certain frequency, another body is placed nearer to this, so that due to the influence of this one, this body also vibrates with its natural frequency. This phenomena is called resonance. Example, let us say, let's discuss daily example. సో జనరల్గా మన క్లాస్లో ఒక 5 మెంబర్స్ 6 మెంబర్స్ బాగా చదివే వాళ్ళు ఉంటారు. మిగతా వాళ్ళు కూడా చదువుతారు, చదవరని కాదు. కొంతమంది ఎలా అంటే పాపం టైం సరిపోదు కొంతమంది చదవడానికి. కొంతమంది ఏంటంటే కాస్త టైం చదివితే సరిపోతుంది, మిగతా టైం అంతా పక్కన వాళ్ళు డిస్టర్బ్ చేస్తూ ఉంటారు. చాలామంది ఉంటారు అలాగా. సో ఇక్కడ సిచ్యువేషన్ ఏంటంటే ఒక పర్సన్ చదువుకుంటున్నారు, మంచిగా కూర్చొని బాగా చదివి సాధించాలి అన్న కష్టపడి చదువుకుంటున్నాడు. ఈ పర్సన్ని చూసి ఇంకో పర్సన్ కూడా ఇన్ఫ్లుయెన్స్ అయ్యి వాడి తగ్గట్టుగా చదువుకున్నాడు. అఫ్కోర్స్ వీడికి ఐక్యూ లెవెల్స్ ఎక్కువ, బాగా చదువుతాడు, మంచి మార్క్స్ వస్తాయి. బట్ ఇక్కడ వాట్ ఈస్ ద సిచ్యువేషన్ హియర్? విత్ ద ఇన్ఫ్లుయెన్స్ ఆఫ్ దిస్ పర్సన్ అనదర్ పర్సన్ ఈజ్ ఆల్సో స్టడీయింగ్. అఫ్కోర్స్ వాడికి ఇన్ని మార్క్స్ రాకపోవచ్చు, బట్ వాడి క్యాపబిలిటీ ఎంత ఉందో వాడికి అన్నీ వస్తాయి. వాట్ ఈస్ ద క్యాపబిలిటీ ఆఫ్ దట్ పర్సన్ గెయిన్స్ దట్ మచ్. సో దిస్ ప్రాసెస్ ఈజ్ కాల్డ్ రెజొనెన్స్. అంటే ఇక్కడ మెయిన్ కాన్సెప్ట్ ఏంటి? డ్యూ టు ద ఇన్ఫ్లుయెన్స్ ఆఫ్ దిస్ పర్సన్ అండ్ దట్ పర్సన్ ఆల్సో రీడింగ్. అఫ్కోర్స్ వీడికి ఎక్కువ మార్కులు వస్తే దట్ ఈస్ డిఫరెంట్, బట్ హియర్ ద ఇన్ఫ్లుయెన్స్ ఈస్ important. So one body is vibrating with certain frequency, another body is placed nearer to this body, so that this body also vibrates with its natural frequency. అంటే దీని ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీ ఎంత ఉందో అంత ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీతో మాత్రమే వైబ్రేట్ అవుతుంది. దట్ ఇస్ అ రెజొనెన్స్ ఫినామినా. సో దీస్ ఆర్ ద టర్మ్స్ యూ మస్ట్ రిమెంబర్. మెయిన్ ఇంపార్టెంట్ టర్మ్స్ ఆర్ fundamental frequency, harmonics, overtone, octave. These are the very unison. So these are the important terms. Importance you must remember. Next, come to the point, transverse stationary waves. Transverse stationary waves. How can you calculate the frequency of this transverse stationary waves? Everything we can discuss about this. So how can you calculate this? First of all, how these transverse stationary waves can exist? For example, this is the string. Fixed at two ends. Fixed between two ends. For example, if one wave is created in the string like this, when this so here we are creating one wave in the string. So the string reaches to the fixed end. The wave reaches to the fixed end. At the fixed end, crest reflects as trough, a trough reflects as crest. So here the trough reached, then it reflects as crest. So reflects like this and wave travels like this, and we can observe this. This is the stationary wave. So this is the formation of the transverse station. That means if the string is fixed at two ends, if the wave generated starts from this position, reaches to this end, it can be reflected. The reflected wave must overlaps or superimposed with the original wave. The reflected wave is superimposed with the original wave, then we can observe stationary waves. This is the concept of transverse stationary wave, like this. So let us say the incident wave, y incident wave is equals to a sin of kx minus omega t. So let us say reflected wave is equals to a sin of kx plus omega t. So resultant yi plus y reflected, that can be written as a sine of kx minus omega t plus a sine of kx plus omega t, like this. This can be written as 2a sine kx cos omega t. Then we can write y is equals to a s cos omega t. We already derived this concept. We already read that. Okay. This is the situation. This is the formation of the, that means the formed wave is the stationary or not, just we are checking. We already derived this situation. So this, the wave traveling through the one end, from one end to other end, at this position the string is fixed. So it reflected from the fixed end, the incident and reflected wave must be superimposed, then we can observe this stationary wave. So the resultant wave is the stationary wave, because we got the relation a psi cos omega t. Is cos omega t. Then what is the frequency and what is the fundamental frequency, harmonics, everything we can discuss about this in this case. First here, so these points are called, what are these points? Nodes, and these points are called antinodes. So during the formation of the transverse stationary wave, nodes and antinodes are formed. Nodes and antinodes are formed. What is the distance between two adjacent nodes? Lambda by 2. Adjacent antinodes also lambda by 2. So here, let us say, if the string vibrates with p segments or p loops, if the string vibrates with p loops or p segments, what happens? So the distance between this is lambda by 2 and it is lambda by 2 and it is lambda by 2, lambda by 2, lambda by 2 and lambda by 2, like this. If the string vibrates with p loops, the distance between any two adjacent nodes is how much? Any two adjacent nodes is lambda by 2. How many segments we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and so on, p segments. So that means this is the total length of the string, total length of the string. So the total length of the string can be written as total length of the string L is can be written as p lambda by 2. If the string vibrates with p segments, what is the length of each segment? Lambda by 2. See here, distance between these two lambda by 2, next lambda by 2, lambda by 2. If we add all these lambda by 2s, if we add all those lambda by 2s, what we can get? We can get length of the string. If we can add all those lambda by 2 values, we can add all those lambda by 2 values, what we can get? We can get length of the string. We can get the length of the string. So here L is equals to p lambda by 2. So from this, lambda can be written as 2L by p. So wavelength of the wave, lambda can be written as 2L by p. So that is the situation. Any doubt here? The string vibrates with p segments. P segments means for each segment there must be two nodes. The distance between nodes is lambda by 2. So the total length of the string can be written as p lambda by 2. So from this, lambda can be written as 2L by p. Now here 2L by p. Frequency, first of all, velocity of the wave formula. Velocity V can be written as f lambda, or f frequency can be written as v by lambda. F is equals to 1 by lambda value is 2L by p into v. So frequency can be written as p by 2L into v. But velocity of the transverse wave can be written as square root of t by mu. That is the possible frequency of the wave. Frequency of the wave for stationary wave. Frequency of stationary wave. F is equals to p by 2L into square root of t by mu. P by 2L into square root of t by mu. Because why t by mu? Where it comes from? We know the velocity of the transverse wave is square root of T by mu. What is T? Tension in the string. What is mu? Linear density. Mu is the linear density, that is P by 2L, like that. What is P? Number of segments. So this is the frequency of the stationary wave. Now we can discuss it clearly. That means next individually we can calculate which one is like this, like that. Let's discuss. First, string vibrates with one loop. If the string vibrates with one loop or one segment, see here, these are the two conditions. This one. If the string vibrates with one loop, how many nodes are formed here? If the string vibrating with one loop, number of nodes, so the distance between these two is lambda by 2, because this is node and this is also node, lambda by 2. So, 2 nodes, 1 antinode, 2 node and 1 antinode will form. 2 nodes and 1 antinode will form. So, that is length of the string can be written as the distance between these two, this is nothing but length of the string, that is lambda by 2. So, from this lambda can be written as 2L. See here. So, these are the two fixed point. The distance between two fixed point is nothing but length of the string. So, lambda is equals to 2L. So, frequency formula, V equals to F lambda, V by lambda. So, let us say F1, first one. This is the first possible. If the string vibrates with one loop, zero loop does not. If a string vibrates with 0 loops, what we can calculate? Nothing. So, string minimum possibility. First possibility is string vibrates with one loop. F1 is equals to 1 by lambda into V is nothing but T by mu. So, therefore, F1 is equals to 1 by 2L into square root of T by mu. 1 by 2L into square root of T by mu. This is fundamental frequency. This is the fundamental frequency, or it is also called as F1 is equals to 1 into F1. So, this is also called as first harmonic. This is called fundamental frequency, or it is also called as first harmonic. Next, string vibrates with 2 loops. String vibrates with 2 loops. So, that means this is the fixed position. The string is fixed between 2 positions and the string vibrates with 2 loops like this. So, let us say this, the distance between any 2 nodes is lambda by 2, and here also it is lambda by 2. So, how many nodes are formed? This is 1 node, 2, 3. So, 3 nodes, 2 antinodes. This is 1 antinode and this is 1 antinode. 3 nodes, 2 antinodes are formed. Next, so length of the string can be written as L by 2 plus L by 2. So, that lambda by 2 plus lambda by 2, that is lambda. Then the frequency F can be written as V by lambda, let us say F2. F2 can be written as 1 by L, V is T by mu. So, for our convenience I am writing 2 by 2 L into square root of T by mu. Actually 1 by L into square root of T by mu, but I am writing for our convenience 2 by 2 L into square root of T by mu. So, from this F2 is equals to 2 into F1. What is the value of F1? 1 by 2 L into square root of T by mu. 1 by 2 L into square root of T by mu is the F1. So, F2 is equals to 2F1. F2 is equals to 2F1. So, this is second harmonic. because multiplication 2 into F1, so that's why second harmonic, or this is also called as first overtone, second harmonic or first overtone. So because this is the first possible frequency, what is the next possible frequency? 2F1. So that the frequency that is greater than fundamental, that is called overtone. So this is the next possibility. In between F1 and 2F1, there is no frequency exists for us. That's why this is the first overtone or second harmonic or first overtone. Next, string vibrate with 3 loops. If the string vibrates with 3 loops, string vibrates with 3 loops, suffixed position like this one. So these are the notes. How many notes are formed? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 notes. 1, 2, 3. 3 antinodes are formed. 4 notes and 3 antinodes are formed. So length of the string, that is equals to lambda by 2, lambda by 2, lambda by 2. So that is lambda by 2 plus lambda by 2 plus lambda by 2, that is 3 lambda by 2. So from this lambda can be written as 2L by 3. L is equals to 3 lambda by 2, lambda equals to 2L by 3. Then frequency, so F3 can be written as V by lambda. So 1 by lambda is 2L by 3 into V is T by mu. So F3 is equals to 3 by 2 L into square root of T by mu. So F3 is equals to 3F1 we can write. This is the third possible frequency, that is 3F1. 3 into F1, that's why it is third harmonic or second overtone. This is called third harmonic or second overtone. So this is the possibilities. In the such a thing, if the string vibrates with P loops, that is pth harmonic or P minus 1th overtone. The string vibrates with 3 loops, third harmonic, second overtone. String vibrates with 2 loops, second harmonic, first or 2 minus 1, that is like this. So like this is the situation, generalized condition. Then we can write the generalized condition here. If the string vibrates with P loops, if it vibrates with 3 loops, how many notes? 4 notes, that is P plus 1 notes and P antinodes are formed. See here, if it vibrates with 1 loop, we can observe 2 nodes, 1 antinode. String vibrates with 2 loops, we can observe 3 nodes, 2 antinodes, like that. If the string vibrates with P loops, we can observe P plus 1 nodes and P antinodes are formed. So next, total length. So length of the string L is equals to P lambda by 2. So from this lambda is equals to 2L by P. So frequency can be written as P by 2L into square root of T by mu. P by 2L into square root of T by mu. So this is the fundamental frequency. So this is considered as, this is also nothing but pth harmonic or P minus 1th overtone. Pth harmonic or P minus 1th overtone. So this is the way general. So general. So this is the situation. This is the frequency of the frequencies, that is harmonics, overtones, like that. So next come to the point, what is the ratio of harmonics and ratio of overtones? ratio of harmonics and ratio of overtones. So here first we can write ratio of harmonics. So we can observe all harmonics, that is F1, 2F1, 3F1, 4F1 and so on. So that is 1:2, 2:2, 3:4, 5 and so on. This is the ratio. First harmonic exists, second harmonic exists, third harmonic exists, fourth, all harmonics exist. So that is this. Next, ratio of overtones. Ratio of overtones. First overtone. What is the first overtone? 2F1 is the first overtone. 3F1 is the second. 4F1 is the third and so on, that is. So that is 2:2, 3:2, 4:5 and so on. So this is ratio of harmonics and this is ratio of overtones. Ratio of harmonics and ratio of overtones. So there is the situation. This is about transverse stationary waves. Transverse stationary waves. Based on this we can do any formulas based on this.
ఇంటర్మీడియట్ విద్యారంగంలో అగ్రగామి మన ఎన్ఎస్ఆర్ ఇంపల్స్ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూషన్. ఐఐటి, జేఈఈ అయినా, నీట్ అయినా తిరుగులేని విద్యా సంస్థ ఎన్ఎస్ఆర్ ఇంపల్స్.